The global flow of money is on the verge of a seismic transformation, challenging the decades-long dominance of the US dollar. A coalition of nations and tech innovators are building new systems for faster, cheaper, and more inclusive finance. At the heart of this shift is XRP, a digital asset both emerging economies and the West see as a potential backbone for next-gen commerce. Imagine sending money across borders as easily as a text. This is the promise of XRP and similar technologies. The old SWIFT system is slow and costly. Major economic blocs are now actively planning to bypass it. For BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and new members, the goal is to reduce reliance on US-centric finance and create a more balanced world order. The US faces a choice: adapt and innovate, or risk losing its financial leadership. This isn't just about governments. It will impact businesses, families, and the unbanked worldwide. The financial revolution is underway, and its outcome will shape the next century. BRICS nations represent a massive share of global population and economic power, united by a drive to reduce dependence on the US dollar. US sanctions and the exclusion of Russian banks from SWIFT highlighted the risks of dollar dominance, accelerating the search for alternatives. BRICS are developing their own digital currencies and exploring direct trade in local currencies, bypassing the dollar. Gold-backed digital currencies are gaining traction, with China and Russia increasing gold reserves to build trust and stability. The aim isn't to replace the dollar entirely, but to create a robust alternative and shift economic power eastward. Institutions like the New Development Bank are already funding projects outside Western systems. A new payment system is the next step in BRICS' strategy to redraw the map of global finance. As BRICS build new digital currencies, they need a way to move value instantly between them. Enter XRP, a bridge asset designed for rapid, low-cost exchange between currencies. XRP transactions settle in seconds and cost a fraction of a cent, eliminating the need for costly pre-funded accounts. Its decentralized open-source ledger makes it appealing as a neutral settlement layer for BRICS CBDCs. XRP isn't about replacing money, but about moving it efficiently across borders. In a gold-backed digital currency world, XRP could power instant, seamless trade between nations. A Chinese company could pay an Indian supplier in seconds, streamlining supply chains and boosting growth. XRP's role as a global bridge asset could unlock new efficiencies for international commerce. The US isn't ignoring the shift. Leaders recognize that outdated financial systems are a strategic risk. Exploring digital assets like XRP is both an economic and geopolitical necessity. With allies like Japan rapidly adopting XRP, the US must modernize to stay competitive. Using XRP for government payments could save billions, speed up benefits, and reduce administrative costs. For businesses, instant settlement would free up capital, boost competitiveness, and lower consumer prices. Regulatory clarity is encouraging US companies to adopt XRP for its utility. The US strategy is to adapt and integrate these technologies, ensuring continued influence in global finance. Major financial institutions are recognizing XRP's potential as a swift alternative. Rather than resist, the US aims to ride the wave of innovation. The goal: keep the American economy at the heart of the new financial world. Beyond geopolitics, this revolution will transform daily life for millions. Remittance fees could drop to near zero, putting more money in the hands of families worldwide. The unbanked, over 1 billion adults, could access digital finance with just a mobile phone. Farmers and artisans in remote areas could receive global payments instantly, opening new markets. For small businesses, instant settlement means better cash flow and faster growth. International trade would accelerate, helping smaller companies compete globally. Lower transaction costs and streamlined supply chains would benefit consumers everywhere. This technology could democratize finance, making the global economy work for everyone. The promise is huge, but challenges remain, especially regulatory differences and trust issues. Building a seamless global system will require unprecedented international cooperation. BRICS may hesitate to adopt US origin technology, demanding transparency and security. New governance models and robust protocols will be essential to build trust. Despite obstacles, the momentum for change is unstoppable. Expect phased adoption, experimentation, and perhaps competing systems. This is more than a tech upgrade. It's a new chapter in the history of money. The choices made now will shape global finance for generations to come.